Hi guys, this is another Psychic Dad paranormal investigation into a 1st century church called St. Peter's. Apparently, I'm going to say apparently because they've had archaeological digs and stuff up here. Apparently, King Arthur himself was buried up here, and just up from here as well. There's a whole bunch of nobles, kings, queens, stuff like that. Really important people from back in the day, which have been buried up on top of the hill. We're going to focus here, and we're going to make some call outs. It is a bit foggy up here at the moment, so I apologise if it's really hard to see. But we're going to try our best. I got with me Ozzy, so Ozzy's going to be here as well. He's also got a phone app that basically will be able to listen to things, and it'll give the ghosts an opportunity then or the spirits an opportunity to talk through the app as well. Okay, I'll give you more history on this within the introduction as well. All right, wicked. Have we got the app open?
Just said knock.
Is the volume up on that?
Yeah.
So it said knock.
It said knock.
Knock, knock. Hello? It's a bit of a random one, isn't it?
It is a bit.
Perhaps we should have asked for permission to come in here.
Yeah.
So my name is Ross. This is Ozzy. Sorry about intruding in on your home without us actually kind of knocking and saying hello. We want to say sorry for that. That's not how we normally do things. In fact, I didn't even think about that. Hopefully you'll welcome us into the home. We should be here for about 45 minutes to an hour. The idea is for you to kind of come and say hello. It's a really good opportunity for you as a spirit to say something, to interact with us. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. Do you have a name? Do you want to do your little spiel about asking your spirit guides and stuff like that, what you normally do?
Yeah, just ask the spirit guide to look after us now while we're here and protect us with light and keep away any evil from us. That said, now it's to call out now if there's any spirits that want to make contact. Please step forward now, make contact with a phone or show us a sign or touch one of us.
So Ozzy at the moment is doing a call out, and he's asking and speaking to the spirit guides basically to protect us, to bring people forward that can communicate. Like this is old enough. We got a couple of gravestones as well, which we'll have a look at. So hopefully we'll be able to read off some of those names and see whether we get a reaction. But again, if King Arthur was buried here, I'm sure we'd have quite a bit of a presence up here. At the moment, everything feels quite comfortable.
Yeah.
The church is quite out into the fields. We're very wet walking up here, and like I said, it's very foggy. So let's do some call-outs then, Oz, is it?
Yeah, go for it.
So my name is Ross. We want you to come out today, come and have a chat with us. Sorry, I thought I just heard a footstep there. Just to come out, come and have a chat with us. Please feel free to do that. We've got an app with us. You should be able to talk to us through that. If you have anything to say, please feel free to say it that. Most of all, we'd just like to say thank you for having us. So, did you used to live here? Did you used to work here, given that it's a church? Were you a person of God? Were you a king? I guess we should really ask the basic questions, really, right?
Yeah.
Was the king buried here in the church? I'm sure you'd be proud of it if he was. Can you give us a sign? I don't know whether you guys are seeing anything on the camera. Given that it is quite foggy, it's quite complicated for us to see anything around us. It's really dark in here. So you guys will need to point out that, you know, whether there's an orb or whether you see something. I understand that there's going to be a bit of difficulty with that, but hopefully you will, or hear something. You've got a 14th century piece of building behind you. No, 6th century piece of building behind you. So there might be a chance there might be somebody in there. We'll take a look at that later. Want to give a nice big loud call out so the camera can hear you as well.
Yeah, if there's any spirits around want to make contact, please contact us through the phone, or touch one of us, or throw something.
I have reason to believe that people came here and they took stuff away from you. Did that affect you? Use our phone to talk to us. Just go near it or talk to it. What's that?
Oh, yes, it's a move down.
I thought I heard it in there.
Yeah.
Not just then though, I thought I heard it a few seconds ago, so I was looking over there. Is that you moving about? Just got a bit of the chills. Ooh. Hear that then?
Yeah, yeah, something.
Oh, no. Sorry about this, I'm going to put my phone on silent. So, I understand that you were buried literally in front of the altar here in the original church. There's a demon. Okay. So, was the demon buried there? So was the demon buried there, or is there a demon here?
Tap my back.
Huh?
It's been tap my back.
Shut up.
Serious.
There's nothing there, but you're right. Can't see
Serious.
anything. Somebody touch your back, yeah. So we're still trying to figure out. I'll turn my light right down. We're still trying to figure out. Are you the demon this year? Or are you telling us there's a demon here? Can you answer on the phone? That's me. Move my foot. So what else can you tell us on this phone? Do you have a name? Can you tell us your name? Wonder whether all of that wind is getting picked up on this mic, you know.
The wind's it. The wind.
Yeah, I don't want it being... Sorry guys, just moving over to a less windy area. Not that I think that really makes much of a difference. Alright, so I'm going to place you guys. You guys are now placed on apparently where King Arthur was buried. Hopefully the footage is going to be okay. So you didn't answer the question. You said on there that demon. We're trying to figure out what you meant. Can you repeat that? So like I said, my name is Ross. This is Ozzy. Do you want to say hello? I don't think many people have come up here giving you the opportunity to talk, so I've had it. Go nuts. You're that way. Definite footsteps.
I feel uncomfortable with it.
So just so you guys are thinking, we're not ignoring you again. So at the moment, we can hear a lot of footsteps coming from this end. So what I might do is I might put the camera up there soon, but it's going to be a bit like a wind tunnel. So I don't think it's probably the wisest idea.
That's the problem because of the wind, isn't it?
Yeah. But it was going to be quite windy up here anyway. It's not actually very windy up here considering it's on top of the hill. So is there any spirits in here? Any spirits at all? Can you give us a number? Something's tapping. So you need to help us out here because it seems to me like we got some knocking, some tapping outside. So maybe we should go for a walk around the outside soon.
Yeah.
But at the moment, like, you know, we're trying to get these signs, and you know, do you want to just say hello? Just go up to the phone. It would tell us what you want to say. feel bloated.
I got a thing in my stomach as well. It's just as you said there. I got a knot and thing.
I know my chunky monkey and all, but like I actually feel bloated.
Yeah.
Is this you that's giving us the feelings in the stomach? Huh?
So there's torch on.
Oh, it's not going to be able to see anything. I might still be able to see something. So now we got the main torch off. Is there something you want to see? Want to keep the torch posted over here a bit?
On the main torch.
Yeah. Well, no, like what you're doing now. Because if that picks up on really low light, it'll still be able to see all of this. Hopefully, the fog's quite bad, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's getting worse.
You think it's getting worse?
Yeah, it's definitely getting worse.
Follow you.
Follow you. That's what you don't want it to follow us back.
You're not allowed to follow us back.
Yeah, no, you can't follow us back. Spirit guide will stop you following us back.
It's interesting because I heard footsteps on the other side of this wall
Yeah.
just before that went off. It's interesting saying they follow you.
Yeah, it is now.
Guys, I don't know whether you've actually managed to see anything or hear anything. We've had a couple of things come through on the phone, but nothing, I wouldn't say nothing that's kind of proper relevant, would you say, Oz? You just say
No,
it
it's a couple of things, isn't it? It's
nothing that's kind of stood out.
can't see the conditions are really bad, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll grab the phone. Let's read out some of these graves. What's on the floor? Oh, it's just white stones. Huh?
Take it back with me.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so we're in the front of the church now. So we've got a couple of gravestones here. I'll turn you around again and then mount up. I like to try and be careful of where I'm stepping because I want to be stepping on people's bodies, but we do actually have a couple of really cool, really old age. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll bring the camera just to show you that first. So we've got some stones. You want to shine the torch on you for a second. So as you can see, we've got some very old stones. And then we've got this one here. Do you want to bring like torchlight on this one for me for a second? I don't think you can read it, can you? No. That one is readable though, however, though, isn't it? Yes. So, just from seeing this, you can see that this person died age 39 in 1768. So the gravestones here are very old. Gotta be careful of my step. And then we've got a church wall then which runs around us in a big circle. So I'm really hoping that we should get some action up here. There should be plenty of opportunity. So what we'll do is we'll do some call outs out here. What's the person's name, sorry? Closed.
Wife of Richard. Yeah. The body of Mary.
So it's
The
Mary.
wife of Richard.
So reading the stone, Mary, you were buried here. What did it say?
Liar.
So you weren't buried here? Mary? Why am I a liar? It's a bit of a random response to a question, that, isn't it?
And straight away.
So Mary, you weren't buried here? Mary, can I ask why I'm lying? Is that stone a fake? Mary. Was her husband's name Richard?
Yes.
Was Richard not your husband? It's really random, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you're definitely right about the fog getting worse.
It is getting worse.
It was meant to clear. Can you tell it's foggy? Would they call me a liar for not being careful on the graves?
I don't.
Am I stood on the graves? Is that what that is? Are you happy we're here? Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta be careful though, so you see the windmills up there.
Yeah.
Is anybody else here then? If it's not Mary. I'd like to think just being in the hallway.
Especially in the hallway, shouldn't be on top of it. Shouldn't be on anyone.
I guess so, yeah. Are any of you buried outside of the walls? It's got really quiet again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I have the...
It's starting to get cold. What was that?
That might be my feet, mate.
Oh.
That's something. Right, I'm going to place the phone on the wall. Is that okay, Oz?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to place the phone on the wall so you can see that none of us are touching it. And basically we want to give you your opportunity to go to that phone and maybe welcome us. We're two nice guys. We're not here to do any harm. We're literally just here to come and have a chat with you. We want to show people that, you know, you do exist. Is it nice being a spirit? Do you know you're a spirit? When we were in Candleston,
Yeah.
I said Shemai, right? And then it said shovel. And I was wondering whether that was a mispronunciation of Shemai. So perhaps the phone didn't pick up on it.
Right, yeah.
So let's try that. So, I want to say Shemai. Do you understand the word Shemai? It's a strange one, isn't it? It's just not happening, is it?
No.
So let's go back inside then. Pull my hood up because my head is getting cold. Should we go over this side? Oh god, there's a hole there.
That's what?
There's a hole there.
Oh god. Alright. What's that? Soft.
It's probably cow patty, that. If you face that way, I got really good light on that.
Really good, like,
So if you stand here and face that way, there we go, perfect. I can see pretty much the whole bloody thing, but I don't know how the wind is around here, you know what I mean? Alright, so we've got pretty good eyes on the whole of the church here. If you're inside the church, do you want to show yourself? Make your presence aware? It's one of those things as well, because it's foggy. You'll think you're seeing something, or you'll see something, you just write it off to the fog.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? It casts always shadows, the fog, and everything with the light.
So we've still got the phone app here, and we would really like you to get in touch. Do you want to say hello to us? You know, if you are buried here, obviously king, are you in a position to show yourself? Can you show us where you're buried, maybe? Talk to us in the app if you want. Bring your torch to the right a tiny bit. Well, that's it, perfect, like that. Bring your left a teeny weeny bit. Perfect. Do you want to do a call out? Seems to me that we're not really wanted here. It's quiet as hell, isn't it?
It is, mate. Any spirits in here that want to make contact, want to communicate with us, please speak through the app on the phone using eyry to do that. Or say something, or touch one of us.
Because you said you had a touch earlier, right?
Yeah, it did. Definitely had a touch earlier.
And they said there was a demon here.
Yeah.
I'm
not comfortable with that.
Or it was calling us a demon.
Yeah.
And then we had something to say it was going to follow us, right?
Yeah.
Well, you think if there was something here like that, it'd be able to show itself, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're able to touch people and stuff like that, surely. Just got the chills now. I think I talked about it the wrong way.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm okay with that. You know, if I do have a spirit guide, apparently everybody has one. Is there anything you can do to help us out here? Could you bring somebody forth to the camera or the phone for him to have a conversation with us? Is there something you can do? Bible. What about the Bible? It's quite extreme, this place, isn't it? When you think about the words that come out.
Yeah, and where we are.
Why Bible? And thank you, Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide, can you keep it going? Can you tell me your name? What did it say? Where?
Yeah.
What's it mean by where? Well, can you bring them to us? In front of the camera? Can you bring them to us? What?
Somebody said.
Huh?
Yeah, so moving down there.
Shine torch on it. Spirit Guide, can you give us a name? Have we got a name for somebody who's here? Hear that knocking?
Yeah.
We're only interested in talking.
It's freezing cold now. Especially coming out.
And the water in here.
Yeah. It's getting worse.
I wouldn't have caught that. If I get the flash on, I don't. If I put this down to 0.6, can we see anything?
What's that?
Well, I'm trying to figure out whether the phone will pick up in the low light. Doesn't. No. Amazing how that works.
Definitely getting worse.
I think it's getting better.
No,
You can actually see down the end now.
I'll still have the light on. Big torch on.
Alright guys, I'm going to put you back down here for a second. You can't see from there. If I put you on the back wall. Huh? There you go. Oh, so you want to step down the right hand side of it? And then face your camera the same direction? Because that's picking up some really good light down there.
Ringing in my head now.
Huh?
I got ringing in my head.
Why?
Like white noise.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So, are you doing this to Ozzy? So we haven't heard anything off you in a while, but the last time we did this, I asked my spirit guide to help us out. So, a couple of things that got brought up as a Bible, right? Like, why would we have the reference to the Bible? Is this something we should read? Is that what you're saying? Ooh, tummy feeling again.
Yeah.
Is this you that's making me feel this way? Can you talk into the phone for me, confirm that? Spirit guide, can you get somebody to say hello? Do you want to bring somebody forward that can talk to us?
What was that?
Is you in it?
No.
Check your right then, bud, because that's where that sound comes from.
It's like underneath down there somewhere.
I thought that was you.
No, it wasn't me.
We summoning you.
Might have to freeze it close.
Do you want me to hold the phone so you can put your hands in your pocket? Or are you good? So is there anybody here?
Oh, your voice then.
What do you hear?
I don't know.
You know where that sound of your coat's coming from, don't you? It's because you're rubbing it on your coat, like.
What's that?
You're rubbing the bottom of the phone on your coat.
Oh, right.
Is this yours?
It's yours.
What have they found?
What have you found?
So we've just had somebody come back saying, is this yours? So I'm not sure what that's reference to.
What is it?
What is that all about? Is this yours?
Rich.
Rich.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That fucking said rich. That was fucking rich on the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was Mary, husband was rich. What, so Rich is here?
Done.
Rich, are you here? Come and say hello, dude. Dude, Chinese toast with me? Okay, cool. Sorry about being so excited there, but I could really put that together. So Richard, are you here? Or is that Mary just being funny about Richard? Saying, hey, yeah, is he yours?
It's getting worse. I can't see. It's definitely visible who's
The
dropping.
camera can, though.
Yeah, visible who's dropping.
I probably got too excited and scared it away.
Will we be here now?
23 minutes.
Obviously it's longer than that.
Nah, it's 39. It won't be here much longer, I think. It's really cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got about 5 minutes left. You know, is there anything you want to say? Are you happy that we're going to be leaving in 5 minutes?
Why?
Why?
Well, we've got to go home. The thing is, it seems very quiet around here.
It's not quite at the moment, is it?
Friend.
Friend.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I can be your friend. Is this the first time in a while that somebody's come up here to talk to you? Or are you saying you're our friend? Because we'd be happy to be friends also, wouldn't we?
Bite.
Bite.
What?
Bite.
Bite? Oh, I don't think friends bite.
Yeah, go on, bite. It's moving there. Like hand with the light, but it wasn't. But it was like a shadow.
It might be off your...
But no,
Maybe.
I was moving and I moved like on purpose then to see if it wasn't there.
So, Rich, you want to be friends? It's the time when you say you're going to leave in 5 minutes, it starts piping up.
We'd have to make a move anyway.
Rich, do you have a family?
This hasn't been recorded. The phone hasn't been recorded, she's been listening.
Huh.
You didn't press record, but it's been recorded on here anyway.
Rich, do you want to say anything before we go? Because I don't know how bad that wind is going to be across here, see? It's quite constant, you might be alright. Bring it back here and face it this way again.
Yeah.
Also, we might have seen things that we didn't realise, you know?
No, it's them.
Obviously, again, for you guys, you've had the conversation there. We actually had pretty much a good conversation, actually, I would have said, would you?
Yeah.
I think that was alright.
Yeah, I think decent conversation there.
You know, I'd be happy to have a further conversation before we leave. So we're going to be leaving in about 2 minutes. Is there anything you want to say to us before we go? Unfortunately, you're not allowed to come with us. That's just Ozzy putting his bag on. It's amazing, right? When you shine your light down there, right? I can't see down the end. Or just about. But the camera's actually picking up on it really well, look.
Alright.
Oh, maybe not you. Alright, just so, obviously, you know, so we got to say goodbye now. Thank you very much for having us here. It's been a pleasure. Sorry if we've got in your way. I got a pain in my neck.
Yeah.
Sorry if we got in your way. Or if we disturbed you tonight. But we really wanted to speak to somebody. Or more than one. Is there anything you'd like to say before we leave? Any parting words? Is it okay if we come back here again? Mary, are you okay with that? Or Rich? Well, if you lead, I'd say you lead just in front of me, like. Keep the torch up in the end. Alright, so we're leaving now. The phone is still on if you want to say anything. Click left.
Sorry?
Click left and right.
Okay.
And then back in.
Okay.
Yeah. What I'll do here is I'll put this back on for a second. Hopefully you can see us. So, hang on 2 seconds. We've got to go up to the right. So we've just finished our St. Peter's Church. visit. It was really interesting. We got some good conversation actually. I was quite surprised. What do you think, Oz?
Yeah, no, definitely.
There was some good,
Yeah.
some good conversation. One of the things that was noticeable is we got a name, which was Rich, but we also got called a liar, and I'm not sure where that was from Mary, but hopefully that was quite good, and that'll pick up really well as well. So on that note, thank you very much for watching another Psychic Dad episode, and we'll bring another one to you next Friday. See you later.
Bye.